Again in Kwara State, where all the 5 suspects in the Offa bank robbery case have been found guilty of all the charges and sentenced to death by hanging. It took 6 years before the case could be determined. TVC's Ibrahim Alege has details.
On the 5th of April 2018, daredevil armed robbers attacked the Offa Divisional Police Headquarters before robbing 5 banks. In the process, policemen and civilians numbering about 30 were killed, while millions of naira were equally carted away. 6 suspects, a policeman, Michael Adiko, Ayuade Akiniboson, Aziz Salaudin, Niji Ogundiran, Ibikunle Ogunleye, and Adeola Abraham, were arrested in connection with the bloody bank robbery. Michael Adiko died in police custody, while the remaining 5 pleaded not guilty, claiming alibi when the trial commenced in November 2018. Delivering judgment, Justice Haleema Salman found them guilty of all the counts charged and sentenced them accordingly. The court held that the 5 suspects have no license to carry arms and sentenced them to 3 years imprisonment. On culpable homicide and armed robbery, the court found them guilty and sentenced them to death by hanging.
Armed robbery, murder, that is culpable homicide punishable with death, and unlawful possession of firearm. So those are the 3 basic things. And apart from the conviction, the sentence was also pronounced, and the maximum sentence that the court can pronounce on those 2 capital offenses are the death. They carried death sentence by hanging.
The lead defense counsel, Matthias Emeribe, was not in court, but one of the defense counsel said the judgment was expected and will be appealed.
I am not surprised, and likewise my principal counsel is not in surprise as regards to the judgment of today.
So what will be the next line of action?
Of course, in line with AG or your state against Bilo, it's an automatic appeal. It's an automatic appeal, and definitely it's going to stay. So I think it's one of those things that Mr. Emeribe have started doing, compiling the record and whatever, so that at least we move to the upstairs.
The suspects had been standing trial since November 2018.
It's been 6 years of intense legal battle over this case, and at the end of the day, these suspects have been sentenced to death by hanging. But this may not be the end of it all, as the defense is willing to appeal the judgment. Ibrahim Alege, TVC News, Ilorin.
The global president of our Descendants Union, Muhyiddin Aziz Salako, joins me on the news for more update. Good to have you join us.
Good evening, viewers.
So the robbery itself and the case that followed drew widespread attention to Offa. As the case closed today, how are the people of Offa community reacting to this?
Well, the people from Offa are very happy to hear the judgment. We've waited for almost 6 years, and today we're having the judgment. The whole community is happy. Though we cannot recover back the life of those that died in the accident. But we're happy that at the end of the day, the justice prevailed. So that is the mood of community right now.
Interesting, you mentioned that people died, about 30 people died in this particular robbery 6 years ago.
Yes.
Do you feel a sense of, because they say, people always say that justice denied, justice delayed is justice denied, and this has taken 6 years. Do you really feel like, justice has been served?
We almost lost hope in the judiciary of Nigeria in respect of this case, because we waited for almost 6 years before we get the judgment. But there's nothing we could do. We know in Nigeria we are governed by law, not by men. And we have faith in the judiciary that one day we are going to get justice. And that's what we are getting today. So we are happy to have this. And this reinforces our confidence in the judiciary more and more. And I think everybody, even the relatives of the people that died in the accident, will have the sense of justice now.
How has this particular crime and the case itself changed the Offa community? Has anything also changed in terms of the security architecture there?
Yeah, there are a lot. There are a lot, because we feel that the responsibility of the security is not what the government alone could do. when this thing happened, we met and we put our heads together and see what we could do to assist the government in terms of providing the security. So we put our resources together. We relocated the police station that have been frequent source of attack for the armed robberies. So we relocated them to another place that is secured, and we also built the police barrack. So a new police barrack where we have the mobile police station over right now. And now everybody is vigilant, and we're always ready and willing to assist and cooperate with the government in terms of the security. But right now everything is calm. We've not been having the kind of experience we're having before. And even the bank have also resumed their normal activities. So things are moving on very well now. And at any time as our community is known with community development, we are very ready, always ready to join hands with the government to make sure that the community is saved and then everybody go about with their normal businesses.
Thank you so much for your time, and we'll continue to follow this development. Thank you, Global President of a Defendants Union, Muhyiddin Aziz Salako. Right, to other stories, as part of efforts to enhance security and protect critical oil infrastructure, the Forward Operation Base, that's FOB of the Nigerian Navy, Bokoda in Ondo State, has inaugurated a security station to combat oil theft in the state. The Flag Officer Commanding of Western Naval Command of the Nigerian Navy, Rear Admiral Hassan, inaugurated the project. Senior reporter Ayodije Muradeyo has more.
The oil-producing communities in Ondo State are battling crude oil thefts occasioned by activities of illegal oil bunkers. But criminal activities in the area have been largely tackled by men of the Forward Operating Base, FOB of the Nigerian Navy in Bokoda, to ensure that nefarious activities of the oil thieves are nipped in the bud. The Navy inaugurated this security station here in Bokoda. The Flag Officer Commanding FOC of Western Naval Command of the Nigerian Navy, Rear Admiral Mustafa Hassan, said establishment of the station is necessary due to its proximity to oil fields in the state. According to him, the new base was set up primarily to fight criminal activities, including crude oil theft in the region.
It was set up because of its strategic location near oil fields in Ondo State, to fight crimes and criminalities, particularly crude oil theft. As we know, in some years back, criminals from the Niger Delta, after stealing, used to take refuge in Ondo State. So it became necessary to set up a base here to fight against the scourge.
Commanding officer of the Forward Operating Base in Bokoda, Captain Washuku Alushe, said his men will double up their efforts to tackle oil theft in the area.
When we mapped out our area of operations, we identified those key areas that are infested with those criminal vices, and immediately we developed our strategy and then we went to work. So from October till now, we have destroyed over 12 illegal refineries, stretching from Araromi general area down to Awoye. We've arrested several vessels.
The Navy says it will continue to maintain a high level of professionalism in the fight against illegal oil bunkering in Ondo State and Nigeria at large. Ayodije Muradeyo, TVC News, Igbokoda.